Hey my beauties, hey my chicas, hey my glow queens, and hello my Glamm-Mahs. It is me, it is Angela, and I want to say what's today? Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope your weekend was everything you wanted and more. Our weekend it wasn't really a hectic one, but we got some things done. We absolutely did, and we will be talking about it as I catch stuff my A to Z savings challenge, Daughters of the King. I love this savings challenge. This is, I think, the second go round for me. So I'm going to see how far these $300 and $2 bills will take me through this binder. I'm hoping I will get more than halfway through, because this particular savings challenge will save me $520. And what I do with these funds is transfer, since most of the time, well, I'm going to say 99% of the time, these funds go into our family bank binder, which is all $2 bills. If you've been following me, you kind of know what our family bank binder is all about. If you don't know, you can maybe scroll my videos and you will see the toppings, Lord have mercy. You will see the heading or the name of the video, and I'm probably be talking about our family bank binder, our $2 bills binder. So anyway, with that being said, I first wanted to show you guys what I have been working on this morning. I got this from Norelis, I believe off her Ko-fi, and I believe it was free, because if you see, I started working on it in May. And just every now and then, if I'm down here just listening to my slow jams, my jazz, just meditating on all things that are good, just talking with God, communing with God, and all the things. And I just sit down and just let my mind just relax from like all the worldly stuff, okay? And I think it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I have a little bit more to go, and then it will be done, y'all. It was so fun. Y'all know, or if you don't know, I'm here to tell you, I love doing some coloring. I love doing, what is it called? The color savings challenges. I love those. But anyway, so when I finish this, I will be doing this one. And this one is from the Nightlife. This one is from Miss Tanya over at the Nightlife. Again, I believe on her Ko-fi, and I believe it is free. So if you love to color, or it's something you've been wanting to start for a while, I'm holding it back because of the glare, then right here, excelente. It says, first it says pivot, don't panic. And then it says, I need a budget, because, girl, this credit card bill got me clenching my imaginary pearls, okay? Wow. So I just cannot wait to get to this one. I love her hair, her earrings, her bag, just the whole vibe. I just love it. Let me see if I can get closer without the glare. That's probably as close as I'll be able to get without the glare, because I did laminate them. But yeah, and other than doing these, I'm usually in this book right here. And then I also have another one that my neighbor gave me for my birthday this year. So y'all can see, girl loves to color. And this right here is so finite. Like, the pictures are like very detailed, and it takes a lot of color and time and patience. But I am here for it all, y'all. I'm here for it all. So yes, that is part of what I have been doing this weekend. But this didn't take like 5-10 minutes. I believe I was watching my church service online this morning. So I was like, while I'm listening, honey, let me just do some coloring and catch up a little bit. So, okay. So again, this is my pink Moturn binder, and it houses my A to Z savings challenge, Daughter of the King. I love this challenge so much. And then I have this. I don't know if you guys have seen this, or if you're new here, if you have not seen this binder, I love it. I got this from Avenue 60, Miss Theodora. Absolutely love her LV paper clips. If you didn't know, LV girl, okay? My pocket isn't, but I am. Anyway, this dashboard says, in my bag, but I'm in my Bible too. I can't remember who I got this from. In my bag, but in my... I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong person. If it happens to be you, please let me know. And what I have started to do, y'all, so that I can remember where my items come from, because I've been patronizing, supporting like a lot of creators, and I really enjoy it when I can, is I'll put like a little sticker right here with their name on it. Yeah. But if their name is already on it, of course, I won't have to do that. But I wish I had started it back then when I received this dashboard. And it's so sturdy and sleek and really, really nice. But anyway, and then I have this Bible emergency numbers. When you need God's word in a hurry, have faith in God. And then it just lists like all these books of the Bible and the verses and everything. Like if you're feeling sad, we can go to Psalms. If you're feeling heartbroken, you can go to Psalms. If you're feeling tempted, you can go to Hebrews, and so forth and so forth. And I got this from, again, Tanya over at The Nightlife, and I will have their information in the description. I'm going to find out where I got this one from. I'll go through my Etsy history. And here is the Daughter of the King A to Z Savings Challenge. And I'm not even going to mention the creator because she's not on any platforms anymore. Not unless she has come back under another name or something. So at this point, it's not even going to matter where I got it from. But Daughter of the King. So we will get started with letter A. And I said A to Z, so I didn't think I had to explain that I will be going from letter A to letter Z. And if I have time, I will read, because I don't want this video to be too long. But if I have time, I will read the quote of each letter. Like A says, all things are possible through Christ, including financial discipline. So you will see that they are colored in, but I am, like I said, this is my second time around. After this second time, I will just clean the whole board. But I didn't do it this time. I am just going over each one with a black marker, so I'll know that it is new. Okay, so let me put that right there. Actually, let me put it right here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. And each icon is $2 each, and there are 10 on each card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so that will be $20. And if you multiply 20 times 26 letters of the alphabet, I believe that will give us $520. So let's break this money up right here so we can get started. All right, oops. And I got this idea from Elma. I think Budgets with Elma. I love her Ko-fi shop and her freebies. I love her. I love all of her stuff. I love her. What do they call placeholders? Her IOUs, her tinies. Y'all definitely check her out too. All right, I have this 200 in here, and y'all, I have had this stack right here, get it right in, for, oh my gosh, probably about a month and a half now, and I totally forgot about them because they were sitting right here in the little pouch, and I don't know, I would just forget about it. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's get it crunk. Let me get my stand, and so I can prop this up a little bit. I hope I am in camera. I hope I am in view so you guys can see it all. Let me do it like this. Okay. All right, so let's start with A, and let me kind of take this card out and go ahead first, and let me put the monies right here, because I will forget, because I'll be running my mouth, and I'm just going to put an X. So I did get my nails done today, y'all. If you saw my community post, I did post some pictures. I absolutely love, I was like, I got to think of something different for my nails. And then my pastor was talking about something similar to the design that I had today. And I just thought it was so fitting. And I was like, yes, I want to represent that. And when I went to her and she said, so what are you going to get today, honey? I knew exactly what I wanted. I said, honey, I want all of them painted black. And then 2 colors that I had from the last set, that this green and this pink, I said, I want horizontal and vertical lines. And then she added the white. We didn't even think about the white, but okay, girl, judge me up. And I told her to cut them all the way down because my nails grow out so fast. These are my nails. I just have the gel overlay on top of them, except for this one, because y'all remember this one was struggling a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh, I cannot wait till Sunday. So anyway, I said, please cut them down, and I love this length. I don't think I ever want them to grow longer than this, because this is me. I can maneuver. I can do things. I can kind of pick things up a little better with them being this length. So, all right. So we should have 2, 4, 6, 8. We should have $8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes. So y'all, you know me. I love myself. Oops, wrong one. I love my self-care Sundays. I have to have them. I get my nails done once a month, honey. I would love to go twice a month or at least every 3 weeks, but the way my money is set up, and not only that, it's like, it's really not, it is a necessity because we need self-care for our mental, our physical, just our whole well-being. But I mean, it's not like we can't do our own nails. Like if we can't just have the tips or the overlay, whatever, if we can't afford a nail tech, a professional, we know we can just kind of get some polish and do our own nails. So it's not a necessity per se. All right, moving on to B. Be a faithful steward of God's blessings. Yes. So let me go ahead and cross it off. And give that time to dry. Let me get the money. You should have $8. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have it. So yeah, so yesterday was Saturday, and we got up so we could be at the Beauty Academy, because I told you, honey, that's where I've been taking the boys, because that is where my nail professional, she's an instructor there at the beauty school. I think they do esthetician, barber, nails. I can't remember something else that they teach up there. But anyway, she is the nail instructor. Plus, she owns her own nail spa. So that's why she's like the only person I trust with my nails at this point. Love her, love her. Been going to her for a few years now. Okay, C. Christ strengthens me to save and manage my money wisely. All right, put an X. Get the money out. All right, I need some money in my wallet because I have been going to the store almost every day, but what I budgeted for is what I budgeted for. So I'm going to see how long it will take me till the end of this week at least. I do not like when this marker rubs off on my envelope. I don't like it. All right. Moving into D. Hold on, get that right. Okay, D. Debt-free living is a blessing I strive for with God's guidance. Okay, so that is D. Cross it out. Let's get the money. So yeah, we were there at about 9:15-ish to get the boys' haircut because they needed them really bad. They should have went 2 weeks ago, but 2 weeks ago they had skate night with their school, and I said, okay, choose, because I'm not paying for both this week. I'm just not going to do it. Of course they chose to go skating, which is fine. And so here we are, desperately needing haircuts, and we got that out the way, and they look so handsome. Nothing like a good fresh haircut. Actually, I did mine this morning too. I just wet my hair down, and then I cut my sides down, did a good edge up around the edges because I love a crisp edge cut. Oh, love it, love it. Okay, which one we on? E. Every dollar I save glorifies God's provision. Okay, let me get the money out right here. And then put my color, because y'all know I love fresh color. Purple, 2, 4, wait a minute, let me get it right. 2, 4, 6, 8. Y'all, speaking of these $2 bills, honey, this conversation, this story time and all that, it's going to be all over the place. But I have to tell stuff as it comes to my mind. Nothing is scripted, honey. It is what it is. But I was in the grocery store today after I was coming from getting my nails done. Okay, F, faith in God brings peace to my finances. All right. The rest of these is only going to have $6. Because I do remember not putting the funds in the rest of them. Not as much that was in the first, what, 4? 1, 2, okay, 6. 2, 4, and 6. All right. But, yeah, I was in the grocery store, and there was this guy behind me. He said, like, some waters. And I was paying my cashier with $2 bills and some singles. Because I think my total was, like, 29 and some change. And so the guy was looking, and I was waiting for it, y'all. I get it all the time. I was waiting. So I guess he could not help himself. He said, is that a new currency that's out now? I really didn't know how to answer him, I guess, but I did answer him. I mean, I'm not going to be rude. It's a simple question. And I said, no. I said, the $2 bill? I said, no, it's around. I said, your bank probably has them. G, God's wisdom helps me make sound financial choices. All right, let me get the money and cross this off. Because I mean, you don't see $2 bills everywhere. You just don't, because a lot of banks just don't carry them, or sometimes my bank has been out of them. I have driven around to certain banks, my branch, trying to get them. Sometimes you can order them in. They'll say, well, we'll have some like by tomorrow, or whichever day they give you, or what day you give them that you want to come pick them up. I say, yeah, just, go to your local bank. H, honor the Lord with my savings and spending. All right, this is H. The money's out, and we have $6. And that's why I love a $2 bill, because like I said, they are always crisp. At least the ones that I get are always crisp. And, it's just a unique bill to me. I don't know what it is about it, especially the backside of it. It's something about the backside of it. I think it's just, I don't know, it's different. We all have our vices. We all have stuff that we like. And they're a conversation piece. You meet people, and, you can get a conversation started about the $2 bill, and that conversation could lead, into another conversation. So it's all positive. I am content with what God provides. Amen. Content, but not settling. I mean, if better can come, by all means, we're going to get better. All right. So now we have 6, 2, 4, 6. And I said this is going to, when I finish this challenge, it will be going into our family bank binder. So now that I'm thinking, when I'm seeing all the different letters, I may split it up and put half into my $2 bill letter books challenge. But we'll see. J, Jesus is my provider, and I trust him for my financial future. Amen. So back to the weekend. Yesterday, okay, the boys got their haircuts, and it didn't really take them that long this time, because one time, honey, we had to go and see, like, what are they doing back there? But, they are students, because it is a beauty barber academy. So the instructor oversees them, and, I guess they're taking their time, making sure they get it right and everything. So you have to respect that. But it did not take long yesterday. 2, 4, 6, okay. K, keep seeking God's kingdom first, and all else will be provided. Okay, for the X. The money's right here. Well, let me count it. Uh-oh, got too many and got too many. Should be 6. 2, 4, 6. And then after we left there, we went to their eyeglass place where we get our eyeglasses. And either they lose them or they break them, honey. Jameer glasses look like he had been in a boxing match. Do you hear me? They had no lenses in them, and he got in so much trouble. And they were like, the frame looked like it had been cut. Because their frames were made out of like this, I don't know, like a plastic or a latex or something. They were really pretty because they were blue. And so I was telling my nail tech about it, and she said he could be breaking them because he don't want to wear them. Because every morning before school, I would say, put your glasses on. He said, they're in my book bag. I said, okay, put them on. As soon as you get to the bus stop, wear them all day. Because this is like the second or third pair, I believe, he's broken. And even his, our eye doctor, you know, was fussing. He was like, if you keep them on your face, can't nothing happen to them. But when you take them on and off, that's when something is going to happen. So I was so mad at him when he told me that. But anyway, so I had to take them yesterday to, they had the exam the end of August. And I said, well, we'll just come back and let him let him and Jaden choose what frames they want and everything. And I told them, stay on the cheap side. Because you kids and you tear them up, you break them up. So no, we not. But how I found out, I went to parent-teacher conference in No Fear, for God supplies all my needs. And I'm sure I didn't read those back there because I was talking. But I don't want to go back because I don't want this video to be too long. All right, man, we did all these? I really was running. Wow, LM. I really was running my mouth in. Okay, wow. Okay, 6, 2, 4, 6. I went to parent-teacher conference last Tuesday, and they were just saying how, you know, he's really not focusing. Like, she'll sit there with all of them, and they're doing the work, and it seemed like pretty easy work. And she said, Jameer, he'll just sit there, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, honey, my antennas are going up, and I text him when we left there, and I said, just so you know, I'm not satisfied with what I heard from your teachers, because I wanted them knees to be shaking when I walked in the door. And sure enough, he was standing right at the garage waiting, because we don't live that far from their school, 246. And some other work that, you know, we can go in the portal and see what's missing. And I had been asking him about this certain work, and he was just telling me he had did it and this, that, and the third, and no, he did not. So he had work he had to catch up on. I was mad about the eyeglasses because I'm like, you don't understand the money that, you know, is being spent in this house, dude. With y'all being careless and frivolous and all of that. And then you wonder why you don't get to do some other fun stuff or get other treats that you like. 2, 4, 6. So yeah, so they did. They picked out their glasses, and they'll, you know, of course, call or text when they are back. And y'all best believe I'm gonna be on him like white on rice. He's gonna probably be like, I know we're gonna end, put him on, because the way I scared him. Yeah. 2, 4, and 6. Q. Quiet trust in God leads to financial peace. All right. 2, 4, and 6. Okay. Yeah, I was very upset because they know I play about a lot of stuff, joke with them, love on them, all of that. But I plays no games about education. We just can't. Nope, it's too much living to be done. It's too much learning to get done. So you have your little playtime, and then when it's time to get down to business, that's what I expect out of you. No more, no less. 2, 4, and 6. Nope. So with that being said, last Friday, Jaden's nurse called, and she was saying something about his pod. It didn't seem like he was getting insulin because his glucose kept dropping low. And usually if he has PE, okay, S, saving money is an act of stewardship for God's glory. Mark that off. And he does have PE. I can't remember if it's in the morning or closer to the afternoon by lunch. But anyway, and hubby happened to be here from work, so he got on the phone and he was like, you need to give him a correction. You know, if you say you don't think he's getting insulin, you're going to have to put the insulin in him manually, which means he's going to have to get the needle. And then she called right back, I don't think 5 minutes later, And I'll even tell him to get on the phone because he knows too. You, use my finances to honor God and serve others. Okay. 2, 4, and 6. So anyway, she did that. And like I said, call back. And she said his numbers were, you know, fluctuating or whatever, like the insulin pod wasn't working. So hubby and I said, okay, we'll just be up there. We went up there, took him a new insulin pod for him to put on and make sure he was getting insulin. What is this? You, use my finances to honor God and serve others. All right. 2, 4, and 6. So we got that rectified, and we felt good about it, that everything should have been working fine. The victory in finances comes from following God's plan. All right. So since we were there, we said, oh, let's go to the office and see 2, 4, 6. And see if we can go down to little Jameer's classroom, because at the teacher's conference, when she started telling me the things he was not doing, I said, I don't know what the policy is, but are parents allowed to just come to the classroom and just kind of, survey the kids, watch the kids, see how they move about, maneuver, and doing their work? And she said, oh my gosh, yes, we do. She said, we wish more parents would inquire about that. Well, this one does, because I got time. 2, 4, and 6. So we went straight away to the office, like I said. We already had our little badge on, our visitor badge. They just had to get security to walk us down to whatever classroom he was in. And honey, we walked in that classroom. When he got home, I said, boy, did your pants dry? He said, what are you talking about, Granny Ann? I said, boy, I know you peed your pants when me and Papa walked in that classroom. And he was looking like, ew, no. Exhale in generosity by managing my resources well. I said, yes, you did. Because you did not expect that, but I told you, you never know when I'm going to pop up. 2, 4, and 6. We only stayed about maybe 30 to 40 seconds because we didn't want the security guy to have to wait on us outside the classroom too long. Because, they got other stuff to secure, so... yeah, but I just wanted to let him know when I say I'm going to do something as far as that school, because everybody up there basically know us and know the Wilkersons. They know how active we are. So they'll tell them real quick, oh, I know your parents. Act up. I know who they are. 2, 4, and 6. And that's how it should be. We say it takes a village to raise these kids. Child, yes, it does. A whole village. All right, that was why. Yield to God's guidance in all financial decisions. I don't know if I already read it, y'all. If I did, I'm sorry. All right, and we on Z, y'all. We don't get to go back around again. But I don't want this video to be too long, so if it looks like it's taking too long and I have to do the rest off camera, I will. Z, zealously honor God with every financial blessing. Amen. Give some, save some, spend some. 2, 4, and 6. So that's what I did. And not to embarrass him or anything, because they probably didn't even know why we were there. They probably asked the teacher, like, who are those people who came in the classroom? And then Latoya, baby girl, she said, Mama, you should have said, I see you when you get home, Jameer. Everybody, all his little classmates that he'd been clowning for, they would have knew exactly who we were. So it's not for embarrassment at all. It is to just prove a point that when we say we are going to do something, that's what we're going to do, especially if it's, pertaining to your education, it's benefiting, your future. And, you get in there and you do what those teachers ask and tell you to do. How about that? All right, y'all. So we're starting over again with A again. I'm definitely not going to read them this time. Just going to mark it off. And we should have 10, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. We don't expect a lot out of them, but what we do expect, we want it done. We want it done. I'll get all the goodies. Guess what? It costs you in our household. Cannot fly by the seat of your pants. All right, going on to B. So yeah, that's pretty much been our week. Uh-oh, I should have 2, 4, 6. Okay, I should have 10. 2, 4, 6, 18. I think so. Let me make sure, because I told you. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I should have 10. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. That's why I said I think the first 4 or 5, I had did more of the icons than the rest of them. So yes, we got haircuts and eyeglasses out of the way. And that's another thing I told him. Well, I tell both of them, but definitely Jameer. I said, y'all have everything you need to have a good education. You got 2, 4, 6, 8. I said you have all your writing utensils. You got your Chromebooks, their computers. You have, clean clothes, your stomach full. You got you did have your eyeglasses. So there are no excuses. You're not sick. So let's get in here and get it done. It's a time to play and it's a time to get down to business. Okay, let's put this 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. All right, D. This in here. So what have you guys been doing as far as savings challenges? Let's talk about it. I know we've been asking about Christmas, if we've started, if we finished, and you guys know that I'm pretty much finished. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I had said or commented on somebody's video when they were asking, and I said, I'm pretty much finished, and anything I buy now is just purely because I want to. Not because, I have to. All right. So let's go into F again. And F is the rest of these only have 8. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Christmas is around the corner, y'all. And I'm so here for it. Even if I wasn't ready as far as gifts and everything, I just love Christmas, y'all. That is my holiday. Even though, baby girl got passed away Christmas Eve. If you're new here, our oldest daughter, Deontay, 2, 4, 6, 8. She was 34 when she was killed in a car accident on Christmas Eve. And her beautiful ones, Jaden and Jameer, are who I am talking about, but she had 6 kids, and honey, they are the last 2. They are 23 all the way down to Jameer is 12. And it has been a ride. All right, let's move on into H. Yes, even though, oh gosh, I miss her, my heart still skips a beat. 2, 4, 6, 8 around all holidays, but definitely around, that time. Everybody always check on me. Hubby asks me 100 times a day, are you okay? Because I know, Christmas Eve. I know what that means. But we celebrate her. That's what we do. We're not giving Satan, that glory, that satisfaction. I should have 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So yes, it has been and always will be my favorite holiday. And it gets easier because the kids are getting older. So they pretty much just want like hoodies and Roblox cards. Because when I went in the store yesterday, Jaden came with us because, honey, he wanted to purchase a Roblox card from the money that they earned from the A's that they got on their progress report. They get $5 for each A. 2, 4, 6, 8. And Javon, the 18-year-old, was like, when did y'all start that? Because when me and Zion was in school, this did not happen. Even Latoya, my baby girl, was like, I didn't get it either. We just knew we better make those grades. But, you know, we try to switch it up because each generation is just so different. And these kids are so doggone soft these days. Like, they are definitely not built like us. Definitely not cut from the same cloth. So it's almost like you have to treat them with kid gloves in order for them to just maneuver through this world sometimes. 2, 4, 6, 8. And, you know, you want to give incentives. You know, it might be like a pizza night or something like that, you know, just for them to like just want to keep going, just to want to stay in the game. Because I tell you, honey, when they were stuffing that money in their binders, you couldn't tell them nothing. It was like, I got money. 2, 4, 6, 8. And it was a proud moment because they worked hard. Jaden had 7 A's and Jameer had 3 A's and the rest were B's. So if he just get focused, like the teacher was saying, honey, he can do the same. So that's why I'm hard on him. I'm hard on both of them, but I was really fussing at him this go around. Okay, put my 2, 4, 6, 8. We are 36 minutes in, so I'll see what the time looks like when I get to Z this time. And, you know, if this is going into like almost 45 minutes to an hour, I will cut it short. Because y'all get the gist of the challenge now anyway. But I was just giving some story time since I was here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I love this challenge. It's so easy, y'all. 9 times out of 10, we will have $2. I just prefer the $2 bills because if I'm going to keep money in here, I don't want the binder to be, you know, bulky. So these are nice and crisp and 2, 4, 6, 8. And thin, so yeah, just right. All right, we're heading into P. Oops, mark this off. These are real crisp. 6 and 8. All right. Are y'all doing your fall, winter shopping? My neighbor texted me this morning because she knows my style, honey. She knows me to a T, and we haven't even been neighbors that long. They moved in maybe about 3 years ago, maybe 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. And she texted me earlier this morning, and she said, I'm cleaning out some stuff. I know your style. Come and look at it. So when I finished my hair and everything, before I went to get my nails done, moving into R, I went over there, and sure enough, honey, I brought back a pile of stuff. Now, mind you, I probably need some more clothes. Like I need a big hole in my head. You know I don't need that. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. But she be having the cutest stuff, y'all. I got this long suede skirt, and honey, I tried it on over my leggings that I had on, and it fits perfect. And she said she has a bodysuit that matches it, and she'll let me know when she goes through her closet and find it. And I said, please do, ma'am. Because me and hubby will have a date night when it gets a little cooler. And I'm definitely going to wear that. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. And she says she has a lot of more stuff that she got to go through. And I'm like, honey, I'm here for it. And then some stuff she's just going to donate. So I don't want to be greedy. You know, give it to somebody that really, really, really needs it. Okay, T. Trust in the Lord. Oh, I said I wasn't going to read it. We're not. Let's just scratch them off in. All right, 6 and 8. Y'all, I am so glad I can show this thumb, the one that was messed up over here. I can show it on camera. Because even hubby was like, ooh, you're going to get your nails done today. Okay, we're on you. He said, because, honey, I could tell you was taking one for the team because that nail looked like it had been in a game fight. 2, 4, 6, 8. I said, yes, I was. I had to just wait for my appointment time. I wasn't going any earlier. Like I said, it wasn't that serious. So, yep, I sure did take one for the team, and will do it again. I will walk around with the little chip polish for as long as I needed to. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8. I hope this video is nice and crisp and bright enough. So I hope I got my lighting just right. All right, what's for dinner tonight? Honey, they having hot dogs. No, not hot dogs, hamburgers. I cooked a lot of them last night because baby girl was over here just in case she wanted some. And they had noodles for lunch today, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I said, just so y'all know, you're going to finish up these hamburgers tonight. All right. All right, we're moving into X. Way to go. 2, 4, 6, okay, 8. Two, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Why? Because I love you. All right. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Any traveling plans, y'all? Y'all know I don't travel, honey. I live vicariously through y'all. Not in no plane or anything. I'll do a road trip, but that's about it. And I know I need to get out there and see the world. I absolutely do. So maybe when these kids are out of school, out on their own, doing their own thing, God willing, me and hubby can get on out there and do some stuff. 2, 4, 6, and 8. I don't know why that seems like it's bending right there. Okay, guys, we are 41 minutes in. I do believe that may be long enough to keep you guys. Like I said, you get the gist of it. I got all this, y'all. I am going to sit here. I'm going to put on my, upside down. I'm going to put on my jazz music. I think it's called, what is it called? Some kind of soul music. Anyway, it's on YouTube. And I got it on my playlist, I think. But anyway, that's what I am going to do while I finish this out. Again, I will list these creators down in my description and definitely check them out. Okay, and I will see you guys in the next video. Like I said, will probably be between Thursday and Friday, maybe moving toward the weekend. I'll be doing some happy mail because I've been getting notifications when they will, either they've shipped or I will be receiving between tomorrow and end of the week. So that's fun. So I will see you guys later. Bye.